particular story I wanted to share with you because it just proves two things really. How you are being lied to by the mainstream media, and more importantly, literally lied to by those that have voted potentially into power. The first person up is Rachel Reeves. Not quite sure what her role is now in, of course, the Labour Party, the British Labour Party, but she's vying to become either leader or deputy leader. But she's going to have to push out the flame-haired Angela Rayner first. But what's interesting, she's got a brand new book out. Yes, got time to write books as well and pick up an advance, all the while picking up that huge expenses, literally fee, and more importantly, the MP's fee too. Incredible when you think. This is Rachel, of course, who earlier this year mistakenly put out the fact that she was travelling all the way up to a very, very important event, but all the while picturing herself literally sitting in a first-class carriage enjoying all the fruits of that particular luxury. But she's all about the people, food banks and all that sort of stuff. You get the picture. But now you see Rachel's brand new book has been accused of plagiarism. And not only that, she's lifted allegedly from the likes of other people's books, Wikipedia, and all of that sort of stuff. Now, she's not denying it. Apparently, she's been inspired. And yes, inadvertently, these things have happened. You know what it's like. Apparently, her publisher said she didn't realise what she'd done. Now, this, as I say, potentially is a woman who could become the Chancellor, but can't remember that she's nicked other people's work from other books and placed it in her own for a fat fee of her advance of in a book. You get the picture. Now, where it gets really interesting is they said, well, look, we'll recorrect it in future prints. It just makes an absolute mockery of these people that are literally in power. Rachel's more concerned about her hair colour and her red lippy than she is, of course, protecting anybody else but her own vested interests. A little bit like another Labour MP who literally popped up this week on a radio channel over here, guest hosting on LBC. This is the same Angela Rayner that said MPs shouldn't have second jobs. How thick is Angie? Now, what was more interesting about this was this. She managed to pick up £4,000 for a very short radio stint. But in this particular interview, she claimed that on a recent visit to Manchester, the current British Prime Minister, Rishi Sunak, actually took a private jet there and a private jet back. And guess what? LBC and their owners, Global, never ever rectified this huge blatant lie. And what I mean by this is, and this is why I'm sharing it with you, because I know this happens around the world, that story will stick. Angela knows it's a lie. Of course, everybody else in government knows it's a lie. And it's now escalated to a formal complaint about her and that broadcast and LBC to the House of Commons, wasting more time and taxpayers' money. When you think about it, LBC would have been better to yank her off and basically not pay the fee. But oh no, they like Angie because apparently she gets ratings. But when they looked at the ratings, what she found out was, actually, she doesn't. It's always interesting to share these developing stories of exactly how the people in power allegedly want us to believe the rhetoric that they're spewing out. True or not, but in many cases, particularly with these two ladies, definitely fake. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.